If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. Just when it looked like the Golden State Warriors might be entering a full-scale retooling phase, they've made a quiet but strategic move that's sending ripples through the NBA. Two of their most promising role players are being retained through team contract options, and while it might not dominate headlines like a superstar trade, this decision could end up being one of the smartest the front office makes all offseason. Because in the shadow of Stephen Curry's greatness and the uncertainty of what's next for Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and even Andrew Wiggins, these moves give Golden State options, depth, flexibility, and maybe, just maybe, a chance at one more real run with their superstar leader at the helm. Sources close to the organization have now confirmed that the Warriors have exercised their team options on Gui Santos and Lester Quinones. These aren't household names yet. But if you've been watching closely, really closely, then you already know why this matters. You see, retaining these two players isn't just about filling out the back end of the roster. It's about what the Warriors have always been great at: developing talent internally, understanding roster synergy, and staying one step ahead of the league's trends. Gui Santos, a Brazilian forward with size, versatility, and an international edge to his game, turned heads during the Summer League and in brief G League stints. He's the kind of hybrid wing who can guard multiple positions, run the floor, and make smart cuts in Steve Kerr's motion-heavy offense. And while he's not yet a reliable rotation piece, keeping him around gives the team an affordable developmental project, one who could thrive with the right minutes alongside the second unit. And maybe even more down the line. Then there's Lester Quinones. The sharpshooting guard from Memphis has been knocking on the door for a while now. He's been a consistent standout in the G League and has shown flashes in spot minutes with the main squad. With Jordan Poole now in Washington and the Warriors still figuring out how to best balance veteran talent with youthful energy, Quinones brings something they sorely need: scoring, energy, and confidence. Not to mention, he's earned the respect of the coaching staff by staying patient and putting in the work. And guess who reportedly gave his stamp of approval on both of these players? That's right, Stephen Curry. While he's never involved in every roster decision, sources inside the building say Steph made it clear he values players who work hard, stay ready, and respect the culture. And both Santos and Quinones fit that mold. They might not be future all-stars, but in a league where depth and spacing matter more than ever, they could be the kinds of players who swing a playoff series or at least keep the team afloat when injuries hit or rotations tighten. Now, let's talk about the broader implications. By picking up these team options, the Warriors are signaling that they're not ready to blow everything up. Not yet. They're not trading away all their young pieces for a quick fix. They're not abandoning the two-timeline idea completely. What they're doing is hedging, giving themselves options, flexibility. Because here's the reality: Steph Curry is still playing at an elite level. He just needs help. Not just from big names, but from guys who can step in, hold their own, and elevate the team's energy when it matters. Retaining these two players may not guarantee success, but it does show the front office understands that talent isn't just about salary, it's about fit, chemistry, growth. And make no mistake, this move is also about money. The Warriors are facing one of the most expensive rosters in NBA history. Joe Lacob and the ownership group have paid astronomical luxury tax bills over the past few years, and there's been increasing pressure both internally and from the league to get costs under control. Team options are a way to maintain value without committing long-term or overspending. But maybe the biggest reason this move matters is because of what it sets up. With Santos and Quinones secured, Golden State now has a more complete picture of its depth chart heading into free agency and the 2025-26 season. It also gives them flexibility in trade talks. Maybe they're planning to move off a veteran contract like Chris Paul's. Maybe they're preparing a package that involves Moses Moody or even Jonathan Kuminga. Or maybe they just want to make sure they've got low-cost, high upside talent waiting in the wings if something bigger falls apart. It's the Warriors playing chess, not checkers. And if there's one thing we've learned from this front office, it's that they don't make moves without thinking 10 steps ahead. But beyond the strategy and the numbers, there's a human element here too. These are young players who've dreamed of making it in the NBA. Who fought for every minute, every shot, every 10-day contract. And now, by picking up their team options, the Warriors are telling them, we believe in you. You belong here. That kind of message goes a long way in a locker room. Especially one that's about to face serious questions. Because we all know what's looming. What happens with Klay Thompson? Will he take a discount to return? Is there a sign and trade in the works? What about Draymond? Can he maintain his emotional balance and leadership without becoming a liability again? Is Andrew Wiggins still part of the future? Or is he quietly being shopped? And of course, what happens when Steph eventually slows down? The answers to those questions may still be months away. But this small move, this under-the-radar news about two role players, tells us everything we need to know about the Warriors' mindset heading into this next chapter. They're not tanking. They're not rebuilding. They're recalibrating. And they're doing it while still showing respect to the culture that built them. A culture of accountability. Of player development. Of smart, timely decisions that pay off when the lights are brightest. So let's not overlook what just happened. Let's not brush it aside as a minor move. Because sometimes, it's not the blockbuster deal that defines a season. Sometimes, it's the quiet decision in June that becomes the difference in April. And if you've made it this far into the video, then you know we're all about bringing you that deeper layer. The analysis that matters. The stories beneath the headlines. So what do you think? Are the Warriors right to retain Gray Santos and Lester Quinones? Should they give these guys real minutes next season? Or are you still holding out hope for a massive trade? Hit the comments below. We want to hear it all. The praise, the doubts, the bold predictions. And don't forget, smash that like button if you appreciate the Warriors staying smart and strategic. Subscribe to the channel, because we're dropping content all off-season long, breaking down every move, every rumor, and every possible shift in the NBA landscape. Whether you're Team Future or Team Win Now, this is where you get the full picture. No fluff. No clickbait. Just smart basketball breakdowns and real talk about the team we all love or love to hate. The off-season just got interesting. The roster is starting to take shape. And the next big domino could fall at any moment. Stay locked in. Because the Warriors aren't done yet. And with Curry still leading the way, you never count them out.